And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he'll just get rid of that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the ground. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to the ground with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. The completion well past the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant. A screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On the run, it's Neal. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
At the 40-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied at 7.
The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. Coming after him. With the catch, it's Skinner. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The hand to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. DBs will try to keep everything in front. The give to the tailback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the...
Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Kansas. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Setting up the screen. Pirouettes through. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. Got a man. It's Ibuka. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To throw, it's Howard. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Spits it out to the back. Got it on the outside. It's Henderson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the...
He'll take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
4th down.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical fourth down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Now on first down from the 30. He wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After the misfire, now on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Still running at the 40. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots, but right now...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Dropping back, it's Howard. On the move to his left. He'll pull it down. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas 17, Ohio State 7.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The receiver on the jet sweep. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it. Turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Give to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the counter. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Moving away from pressure. He'll fire to his right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with the
Let's glory to God. Watch her suffer through this and still give my name to praise. Give me glorify me, glory to God. Hallelujah. Even in the middle.
And you had to have the 4th down conversion.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But